The initial 2 seasons of The Summer I Turned Pretty possessed a charming quality despite a recurring issue. Confirmation of a third season by the network is a welcome move, especially considering the enthusiastic demand from the viewers. It's almost certain that the upcoming season will once again be set at the Cousins Beach House, as a year will have passed since the events of Season 2. This timeline aligns well with the possibility of Conrad's return from Stanford and a year of college for Belly and Jeremiah. Presently, Conrad appears to be grappling with a decision, even though attending his dream college is at stake. However, with Belly and Jeremiah's relationship solidified, he likely wishes to establish some distance between himself and them. The storyline should inevitably incorporate the persistent love triangle. This time around, we might witness a more matured Conrad. As Steven suggested, Conrad has always been an all-or-nothing individual, and now he's confronting the consequences of this trait for the first time. His failure to communicate effectively led to his separation from Belly. She was patient and willing to make compromises, seeking only some affirming words from Conrad. Had he managed to convey those sentiments, he could still have been with Belly. While Conrad wouldn't intentionally want to hurt Jeremiah, he might find himself making comparisons to understand why Belly ultimately chose Jeremiah over him. It's unlikely that Conrad will attempt to emulate his brother Jeremiah, but a period of intense introspection and personal growth is certainly on his agenda for the upcoming year. Season 3 could introduce a transformed Conrad, and the intriguing prospect of a bad boy embracing emotional maturity is bound to captivate Belly's attention. However, for this to transpire, some friction in her relationship with Jeremiah seems necessary. This scenario brings to mind a conversation between Steven and Taylor, and draws parallels to a similar situation in another show featuring a love triangle. It's worth noting that our speculations about the series' future developments are based solely on observed patterns, as we haven't read the source books. While one brother consistently appears favorable to the girl, the other exhibits extremes, being either the best or the worst choice for her. This speculation stems from the context of the show Vampire Diaries. The focus has consistently been on who's better suited for Belly between Conrad and Jeremiah, yet we haven't considered who might be suitable for Conrad or Jeremiah themselves. Could someone like Belly fit this role? In our view, if these characters existed in reality rather than a fictional tale, we'd suggest that Conrad explore a relationship with someone less emotionally entangled, allowing him to develop his emotional capabilities. Similarly, Belly might benefit from a similar approach. While her feelings for Jeremiah seem genuine, one wonders what her choices would have been had he not been in the picture. Would she have remained single or eventually gravitated toward Conrad? Season 3 could potentially answer these questions. Jeremiah's suitability also raises inquiries. We've consistently felt that Belly might not measure up to his caliber. This isn't a critique of her character, but rather a recognition of the unique clarity and consideration in Jeremiah's personality. He deserves a partner who prioritizes his well-being. These notions might catalyze fissures in their relationship before the next summer, leading them to realize that they might not be destined to stay together. Their connection is distinct, but might not necessarily translate into a long-term romantic relationship. To move forward, other characters like Laurel have pivotal roles, especially following Susanna's passing. The dynamic involving Conrad, Jeremiah, and Adam Fisher adds complexity. In Season 3, Conrad's role might expand, potentially rekindling past conflicts with his children. Interactions between him and Laurel could be contentious. There's also curiosity regarding the potential return of Julia and Sky, as it would authenticate their presence and the Fisher brothers' property promises. Additionally, Taylor and Steven's interactions are noteworthy, as they seem more compatible than the previously mentioned pairs. The latest season holds promise to be the most captivating yet.